Hi everyone, and welcome to Dialogue, the dialogue on analog music reproduction. In this video, we're finally going to have a tour of my room. Some of you asked for this. I know this is a standard. After a while, you do have a guided tour about your setup, about your gear. I usually don't like to do that because it's like showing off, but I do understand that I need to communicate a little bit what I have, and I think it's a good thing to do after so many of you have been following me and giving me support. So I think this is time to start. Let's take a look. Okay then, are you ready? Let's start. Oh yes, we're on the other side now. So let's start. The first thing I want to show you is this little thing up here. It's kind of hidden. I think you can see it. I can zoom a little bit inside. Let's see. Have you guessed what this is? Yep. Original autographs of the Beatles. This was won by a very small lottery on board of a bus in 1964 from my mother. Yes, because my mother is American. So that's why I'm half Italian. Excuse me for all the mistakes I do in my videos. There are a lot, so please, again, excuse me for that, because I am half American, but I live in Italy and I was born and raised here, so that's my background. And I speak mainly Italian in my life. But as you can see, she won this piece of paper with all the autographs of the Beatles, which they put on a lottery just before going on in concert in 1964 in Milwaukee or somewhere in the US. So this is my little special sanctuary where I come to look at these autographs, and they inspire me, we could say. So apart from that, here we have all my reel-to-reel tapes, the 4 tracks. You've seen these things in the background of my videos. A little bit of digital, Blu-ray, other tapes, obviously also audio cassettes, vinyl, oh yeah, but you've seen these. Apart from Cthulhu up there, here are some of my headphones. You already seen these in other videos. A few things are going to be new in this video. And below here is one of my most important things I have here. Oh yes, this is a Telefunken M15 reel-to-reel tape, Magnetophone 15. You will see this in another video, rolling and showing his amazing capabilities, because this is a fantastic object which I got from a guy who has like 30 or even more, 40 reel-to-reel master recorders, and this was one of his own private ones. He got it in Germany, and this was used for broadcast for a long time, but fortunately this was in excellent condition, and you will see it in the next video. As I said, here you can see more vinyls, records, a lot of them, reel-to-reel tapes. We'll go more in depth with that in another video. I don't want to show off too much. You've already seen my Philips, the N4520 for the 4 tracks. If you haven't, take a look at the video. Here's a link. And obviously the background, as you can see here, is a lot of CDs, because I mean, all of us went through that. So it's, although I'm an analog guy, I also obviously love also digital, which comes way after analog music, obviously though. Here you can see one of my 2 speakers. This is an ATM SCM35. These are monitors. Excellent English 3-way loudspeakers, stand floor loudspeakers, and I love them. They're excellent, and together paired with the super tweeters, take a look at the video already done on that, they sound amazing. they're very neutral, but at the same time highly rewarding with the right music. And the only downside of this is that they have a 3-wire cabling, which is very difficult to find and very expensive also to obtain. So unfortunately, that's only my regret, because it's very difficult to find new cables, and that is also why I haven't done a video cable on the loudspeaker cables, unfortunately, because it would take a lot of work to do. But I will do that in the future, don't worry. This is here you can see all my gear now, a lot of lights. My Pioneer, well, we don't care about that. Here you can see my turntable. You've seen this in a lot of videos. This is an SL1200G. This is a new direct drive model of Technics, which resembles the old ones, but this is a completely different model, and it is amazing. It's very expensive, but it's fantastic, I must admit. Finally, a good direct drive turntable. Here we can see my special digital fellow, an Oppo BD105D. I just heard that Oppo unfortunately ran out of business. Is going to continue on doing on different things like smartphones or things like that, but unfortunately they're discontinuing their Blu-ray players, which were amazing. This is not a normal Oppo, actually, because this is an Audiocom signature version, which is incredible. This is one of the best players I ever had my little mitts on, because it is fantastic. You really can throw anything at it. It will read CDs, DVD audios, Super Audio CDs, Blu-rays, HD CD. I mean, everything. It's amazing. I use it as a converter. Fabulous, fabulous. They make great modifications inside, and the sound, I would say, is very close to an analogic typology. So, oh, remember the vibration videos? Here's a link to it. See, I decoupled the CD player. It's very simple. As you can see, I just attached some simple spikes with a special shoe, which I had before underneath my loudspeakers, and now I have a different kind, which is the Gaia, which are fabulous also. I highly recommend this, and the link was in that video on the vibrations solutions that I suggest you. Here you can see the fantastic Nakamichi Dragon. I must admit, this is one of the best tape decks existing. It's amazing. It's truly incredible. I finally understand how a audio cassette tape can be high definition. Obviously, especially if you are using this in recorded mode with metal cassettes, but also chrome cassettes. We will go more in depth in that in the future, as you can imagine. Here, I recently also got a NOD 6300. This is a monitor series, very neutral, very fun, excellent product. I highly recommend this. This is much more cheaper, obviously, than the Nakamichi. It also has a nice remote control. This is very rare. And the sound is fantastic. Also, especially the recordings, because, well, I'll do a video on it. I don't want to give you too much info. And here we have our switch to have a little more inputs for all this darn gear. And finally, here is the center of my domain. This is a very simple, I would say, integrated amplifier, English amplifier, the AVI. I think you can see the logo. Laboratory Series integrated amplifier. This was very famous a few years ago. Now you can find it for pretty cheap, and it's fantastic. This is a 300 watts power, and I think it has a very neutral timbre. It goes perfectly with my loudspeakers, but also with many others. It drives practically anything, and I find that this is a very high quality solution, although it's an integrated amplifier. Here below we have a Sheet Lear 2 headphone preamp. I think you can see it. It has the tubes on top. Excellent little guy. This will also be in another video with somebody else, probably other gear, but just to give you a little appetizer of that. Underneath here, obviously you can imagine we have all the rest of the, it's a mess. I don't want to show you too much of this. All the cables, some I made, you know that. You can see the mains filter, excellent black noise main filter. It was I discussed this one in my first video, so please take a look. Here's here's a link, and these actually transform the signal of my hi-fi system. And finally, oh yes, the baby, the big baby, the Studer A810. This is one of the last great master recorders. This is perfectly functional. It has been fully serviced by one of the best guys around, alive, and the sound is amazing. I will obviously do more videos on this and use it and teach you a lot of stuff. I just want to roll these things out slowly, not all together. But I think it was time, since this is also my header in my channel and also in my social media. See, these are all cables I did, and they sound fantastic. It's very easy to do your own cables. Also XLR, and the power cables. Here you have other CDs. Here you have the other loudspeaker, and I think it's good to finish with good old Jimmy. Yay! Okay, guys, back in position. You're not going to see much more in the following videos, so I hope this was enough. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments and questions here below. I will be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching as always, and keep on following me. Bye, guys.